yourself to write that lower on the board. Okay, so you can see. All right, that works. Okay. Cool. Okay. One. Yeah. Let's see what's with it. All right. Let's. Oh, that was fun. Get them butt cheeks working. That's gonna be a problem. You and me, I'm waking up all alone, waking up so early while you're taking time with apologies. Maybe my plans for a better. Red eyes, your eyes, none this was wrong, I just went the end. All right. I just went the end. Cool. So yeah, today's workout, 5 rounds for time. Today's workout is kind of a twist. A running theme for me is I like to take workouts that, quite honestly, other people kind of come up with and mix and match. It's funny, I used to be a huge fan of just straight up taking a workout and being like, cool, I'm gonna do that today. I for some reason, I have a hard time doing that these days, partly because it's hard for me to find a workout where I'm like, wow, that's really gonna test something that I need to be testing. I'm gonna step back because I feel like this thing always cuts my head off. I just like to make it kind of work more for me. So I definitely, some workouts catch my eye. Sometimes I'll build a workout based on, or a set of workouts based on skills that need to be worked, certain time modalities that need to be tested and challenged and all that kind of stuff. I tend to gravitate towards the longer workouts. I love sprints, but I hate the feeling of like a 7-minute workout and it's all over. Sometimes that's like the perfect workout and that's all I can muster up in terms of like just sheer mind and willpower is like, you know what, get on the rower and just 7 minutes max calorie row. But that's pretty few and far between. I like the kind of just grunt kind of work for a while workouts. Today does have a purpose, a very specific purpose, which is a high volume, lighter weight kind of workout. Hand release push-ups, which if you guys watched my last workout, I specifically skipped, are back in there today. GHD sit-ups at this volume shouldn't be a problem, but trying to string together, 10 to 15 at a time after rounds 2 and 3 will definitely be tricky. And then the sumo deadlift high pull, I definitely don't do a lot. And thrusters at this kind of weight, I usually don't allow myself to do because I'm always like, oh, it's got to be 95 pounds or more. So this will be a cool test to see if I can hold on to the bar and do, kind of not bigger sets, but like more than 5 at a time, basically. Now, from a strategy standpoint, there definitely might be some sets of 5s. Like for the sumo deadlift high pull, I'm kind of thinking of just doing 5, let it drop, and then pick it right back up and do another 5. So I'm not holding on to the bar the entire time. But this is a play on a workout that was posted on the CrossFit main page yesterday for today, actually. But so what's today? June 8th. So yeah, theirs was basically a 25-minute AMRAP. For whatever reason, right now, I'm just not in the mood to do AMRAPs. I really want to specifically program for myself certain amounts of stimulus and certain amounts of volume. And sometimes I don't necessarily want to do more than like 2, 3, 4 rounds. And some days like today, I want to make sure I at least get 5 rounds in. So that's the vibe today, is I definitely wanted to get 5 rounds in. So I put a time cap of 40 minutes. I have no idea how long it's going to take. I think I'm underestimating it. I think it's going to be absolutely terrible, but I definitely want to cap myself at 40 minutes. Strategy-wise, like I said, I might just start off with 5s on the sumo deadlift high pull with a really quick drop and kind of get back into it type thing. Same with the thrusters. The only thing with the thrusters is that you have to do kind of a squat clean, and that can be really, really obnoxious to do. Hand release push-ups are great for me. I do not do enough push-ups. I always think I do a lot of push-ups, and then I look back and I'm like, oh yeah, I definitely don't do a lot of push-ups, which is one thing I love about Sugar WOD, because from a tracking standpoint, I can just go back really quickly and be like, yep, definitely didn't do any push-ups last week. So like, for instance, I generally, this is gonna sound really bad, I also avoid pull-ups. So like for a warm-up today, or part of my strength time, I did some wide grip pull-ups, just some old school prison yard pull-ups, which I haven't done those in forever. So that felt really good. And now I'm gonna have a chance to do some push-ups in this workout. The CrossFit version of this workout was just sit-ups. I added GHD, which obviously makes it way, way, way more worse. I just, and sit-ups for me personally are phenomenal. They definitely get my core and they feel great. I kind of honestly just wanted to make this one hurt a little bit more. So I did that on purpose. I'm sure I'm gonna regret it right away. I'm using the white GHD over here, the Yukon GHD, which is a little bit, I feel like, easier to kind of relax my quads at the top. Our other, I don't remember the brand on that one, but our other GHD unit that we have that I love to use does not click quite as simply at the top, so it doesn't necessarily give you that kind of feedback, so it feels like it engages your quads a lot more. That might be completely anecdotal, I don't know. So anyway, 5 rounds for time, 25 sumo deadlift high pulls, 25 hand release push-ups, 25 GHD setups, and then 25 thrusters. So again, this is a high volume, get after it kind of workout. There's going to be no sprinting in this. Really smart sets, kind of settle into a pace. There's going to be some loud noises here in a second because they're getting the garbage. So yeah, so this one's going to be, like I said, kind of, hopefully 40 minutes or less. Obviously, if you're doing math at home, that's 8 minutes around. 4 movements, 2 minutes each. That's kind of where I came up with that. For me personally, the push-ups will start to take a long time. Again, it's something I need to work on, so I'm glad I have this chance to do it. And the thrusters will definitely take a long time. So I'm looking at the push-ups and the thrusters as taking the most amount of time for this workout today. Okay, so as soon as this garbage can is done, or garbage truck is done, I'm gonna put on some music and get going. And you can see the time of the okay, good. It's been a long time since I felt so sick. I took a long walk, straight back home. I could walk back to San Francisco. I used to long for a time alone. I used to long for a place of my one more thing I'll say about the time cap. So like a lot of times I'll make a really specific time cap to like really push me. A great example was the workout that I did last week. That was right. It was last week. The 65 bike abs, 50 mountain climbers, 35 jumping jacks, 20 burpees workout, 6 rounds of time. That was like with a 20-minute time cap. Is really meant to like wedge you into just going and not pacing out the burpees. That is not what this time cap is made for today. So there will definitely be times where I'll time cap either my clients, groups, or myself with a very specific, I want to kind of cattle prod you into going faster, or I want to make sure that this certain movement or group of movements like doesn't slow us down based on either previous experience or just knowing that it's easy to kind of get distracted or whatever it is, or it's easy to break it up constantly, or whatever it is. Today's time cap is not, it's not like a specific thought around anything other than 2 minutes of movement, 4 times 2, 8 times 5. So, this is not necessarily, this might take way less, this might take way more. I'm just capping myself at 40 minutes. If I get through one round and I'm like 10 minutes in, I'm definitely gonna immediately forget about 5 rounds. And I'm just gonna treat it like a 40-minute AMRAP, which is a really long AMRAP. Again, today specifically, I really wanted to do a higher volume workout, even though it is Monday. I usually kind of take it easy. I am doing mostly body weight or like lightweight, so like that's usually my Monday vibe. So this is a kind of a little bit outside the box, but quite honestly, I wanted that for myself today. I kind of wanted to say to myself, like, hey, even though it is Monday, and even though it's not sun shining outside, and even though your hamstrings are still a little bit sore, and blah 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 blah, we can still do a high volume workout and really put some workout in, and it's gonna be okay. So this is kind of a mental one for me today. So just for my ego and for my mind and body and soul. So anyway, so that was just a little peek behind the time cap. This is not a specific time cap that's like, based on any kind of specific math. Sometimes I will get really in there and like it'll be 17 minutes and it's like CrossFit Games style, where it's like, man, I really want to like hit this. I have no idea how long it's going to take. And I'm kind of erring on the bigger side. In fact, if I'm being real, I probably should have just put 60 minutes up, which actually, in fact, I usually will put that in my timer. I'm not going to do that today because I already said 40 minutes, but sometimes I'll just say, even if I have an idea of how long the workout's going to take me, I'll just put 60 minutes on the timer, just because like my least favorite thing in the world is to be in the middle of a workout and be like, maybe going to go a minute or two over my perceived time cap and then cut myself off. Like, to me, that's not a lot of value unless it's a sprinty or like less than 20 minute, less than 15 minute kind of workout. Anyway, I'm babbling. 40 minutes up on the clock.
3, 2, 1.
Corpses, dust different prints, right off the floor, on pieces of plate, and black box recorders alive. Tonight, and I don't identify, it'll be 666, it's DNA. I'm on water fences, maybe someday I'll find me a suspect that has no alibi. On the right place, on the right side, I'll stand and run you just fine. Never left this way, one fucked up shit. At the right place, at the right time, we'll have you one thing to spend in life. You don't have to stop, say that.
Yeah, definitely having a very good those for sure.
Suicidal tendencies, pull like a parachute. We were tumbling through the sky. The only thing that changed is the feeling rage and the hell I put you through. So sorry, I can't get enough to love you. Because as I'm leaving, I can't go on this same old song.
Here comes the really shitty record. So yeah, I mean, so far I basically did 8, 8, 9 on the 2 of the pipe bowl.
As the tables turn, you place me up on the wheel.
I don't know, like 8. What did I do? 8, 8, 5, 5, or 8, 7, 5, 5 on the push-ups. 13 and 12 on the sit-up on the GHC sit-up. That's not hard. That's just like any workout. It's gonna come down to the thrusters. Oh god. That's already screwed.
Just on myself. Here it is again, it seems like the first time seems to never ends.
Yeah, shit.
I thought we were friends, I guess it just occurred to you as these feelings and believe me with a whole lot of chest. My chest.
Keep it on 5 from the push-ups this time. Yeah, I went to my original strategy on this. So much better. 5. Quick break. See, I can already kind of see the vibe of this workout. It's just all prepping for the thrusters. They're not terrible. Like, I can already tell that the last round of this workout, I'm going to be able to blast through it. With these first, like, 2, 3, 4, it's just going to mess with my mind. Like, dude, are you sure you want to do that many thrusters in a row? Because I can do it. Just, you want to do it. This is our biggest fear. We don't need some family here. Come to see I am tied up to your house. We are.
Now they're deeply buried in the past. A lesson that's so far away, replaced by heroic pain. I'll be happy on the day I remember when I said I love you well, and I take it back. I was just a stupid kid back then. I take back every word that I said. Now things are cry. I've been just a little while. Wasn't that you had to say goodbye in your special way? Such a tired of my heart. Remember when I said I love you well? Yeah, I take it back. I was just a stupid kid.
It's one of those workouts where you can get really caught up in the time and like start to notice that you're going faster than you originally thought. You're like, let's go fast. It's like 2 rounds down. I'm already out of breath. I gotta pace that. Just a little bit. I like the 5s on here, so I'm definitely doing 5s.
I was just a stupid kid back then. I take back every word I say.
On my chin. Oh, quick 5s. God.
Someone like a little from you a kiss. They watch from their windows as all arms fall to their sides and all eyes fix on the 10th of tomorrow. And you found everything you need to make a life. Oh, no. They have safety and sail the street. See you when I am free. You had time to wait, and I'm not sorry. I should ask you to stay. I've got memory. I had time to instead of bury. You've got guts to spill, but no, I'm just worried. Waking up in starry trees, waving like vultures and eyes roll back and wide inside to see. They celebrate hunger for you and everything they need to make it down free. Really unnatural, the salvation lies behind those dead eyes and watch you how you sleep every night. You had time to wait, and I'm not sorry. Such a basket case, I'm not coming. I had time to instead of bury. You've got guts to spill, but no, I'm just worried. You had time to wait, and I'm not sorry. I took back your face. I couldn't relate. I had time to instead I'm buried. You've got to spill. I'm not just worried. I can't go on. It's so actually, I need that song. It's so simple to pull me through and building up. It's all the morning times to send them all day long. Sitting dream of better days. We're living around the empty stories we've been told. And those as we spread together, never felt this fucking cold. We're at the car, running the driveway, just you on my side. My brother roses in before the spark of the light up with you light. I can't go on, these limbs grow too heavy. And I don't know how we through and beyond. Makes all the warning signs and symptoms of their own. Wonder how far we will fall. We're in the ground, right? I to stories we've been told. And those nights we spent together never felt this fucking cold. We're at the car, running the driveway, just you on that side. 45 doors to the table for the spark of the night of the light. I've got a book of matches. I've got a can of kerosene. I got some ideas involving you and me. I don't blame you for walking away. I touch myself at thoughts of flame. I shack the bed. I lay there and thinking of you. Wide awake for the days. Wide awake for the days. Got funny sometimes. My twisted little brain. You couldn't crack a smile. I didn't catch your name. I don't blame you for walking away. You do the same if I saw me. I swear it's not contagious. For short steps we can erase this. Step one, step out, step two, break my blood. Step three, on me in the sheets and I'm laughing out of the house. Step four, it's the creek and show. Did you get on the hands? I can't get out my fingers one by one by one. I'm like a record. I gotta need a away. I'd do the same if I saw we. I swear it's
Ah!
not contagious. Swear to God it's not contagious. See my close next to the on the ground. Spend most of my ammunition into the crimson hands. To the hostage real depends. I couldn't even switch out my fingers one by one.
What? Ah!
It's too low. Love for fun. It's too low. It's too low. For fire. Seeing my reflection in my breath. Free of me and every shoots and laughing under the house. Step goes down the glimmering of your crimson hands. To the hostage for the lands. I couldn't even flick out my fingers for I let the world is all about the photograph. Behind it, back it goes. A little something like this. Just waiting for me to come inside. Gotta let it down. Who's ever felt it like you know where it came from? Open it up, sure enough, that we were it all again. I know it's all over my life, don't know. Happen now, I know. I know that it's a dream, fix it for me. When I know I will know that's where I will go. I'll bring the spirit of the song everybody is. Armageddon, let the light in. Before we say goodbye, give us something to believe in. Armageddon, we're not fading. But you must have a faith. We are your pocket before we say. So the words of the song on the band will photograph. Behind me, back it goes. A little something like this. You need to leave from your side. Got there and fail. Say I feel good. You know where it came from. Find out, sure enough, there we were. Out there again. Armageddon. Let the light in. Before we say goodbye. Give us something to believe in. Armageddon. We're not making. But you must have a way. Yeah, I'm gonna find it. What we say. Who we say. Who we say. Who we
Oh, God. Holy shit. Yeah.
Moving right along, searching for talking good news. Good friends and care lose. This could become a habit. Opportunity not stuff. Let's reach out and grab it. Get a little nab it. Will it talk about your yellow cat? Moving right along, losing fancy I'll never let you down. Lost in the bed, lights getting down. Devouring all that's left of me. Devouring all that's left of me. In the heart. Unless you place all the gifts in the land, resting on me and the leaving on the side of sound. And we're wishing to break this never-ending spell. Send us back to hell. Never trusting anything I'll never let you down like a and now they're devouring all that's left of me. Yeah, they're devouring all that's left of me. Back to hell. Oh, shit! Back to we both lost our minds and our memories. Destroy our common sense and malicious and suicidal tendencies. Deploy like a parachute. Arrow news, we're tumbling through the sky. The only thing that changed is the fear of rage and the hell I put you through. So sorry, I can't get up enough to look you in the eyes as I'm leaving. I can't go on this same old song and dance my lonely feelings. Whoa, words as the tables turn, you place me upon the torture chamber. My remains were left next to my last meal. Knowing my taste, you were out to taste the fruits of the afterlife. As a sitting still like never occurred, it's not going in for days or night. I can't get up enough to look you in. Everything I can't go on this same old song and dance. It's not on the feelings. Now and again, forgotten friends, crossing my mind to my feet, stopping the stairs. You are there, there feels this all is on mine. But I it's on myself. it up, enough to love you. Because as a movie, I can't go on the same old song and dance. Not on your feelings, now and again. Forgotten friends, crossing my mind like my feet. Stopping to stare at you right there. There is this song, this on myself. Here it is again, and it seems like the first time. Seems it never ends, but only goes on more than I thought we were friends. I guess it just depends who you ask. These feelings and believe me with a
Oh, God. Oh, just go. Go! Oh, God. That was the worst thing.
is this thing curves. This goddamn thing's the worst. No one looking that direction, and everything starts to hurt. Is this thing curves? It's been around for years. Every time my boat's about tits up, that goddamn thing is here. I tried to throw it in the river, but it washed up in my sink. And now the city cut my water, and it's all I have to drink is this thing. Sign my name and seal the card. Try to leave it all behind me and don't look my card. It's so much work, so no time can remember. I'm dismembering words around for you. My life is itself.
What? Holy shit. Holy fucking shit. Okay. Cool. That was fun. That was a good one, man. Yeah, that was good. Holy goodness. Holy fuck. Holy crap. Jeebus, I think yours is good.
It's about time.
Holy frick. Holy crap.
That I came
Whoa!
to live you.
I gotta get my arm from my leg.
I'm no longer I thought that I found myself under something new, just one more line.
Holy crap.
I'll repeat over and over again till I'm blue in the face with a choking regret. As I talk in circles and you on my bed.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. Yeah, that was good. Oh man. That was exactly what I wanted. So yeah, if you were following along, I really got done with round 4 around that 30 something mark. So like, it really did end up coming out to about 8 minutes around. I mean, again, if I had done standard sit-ups instead of GHD sit-ups, might have been a different story. Definitely would have been. I definitely liked the flow of the workout. I liked how the sumo deadlift high pulls was like posterior and front delt, lat, front delt, and then even on the reach, the single arm reach on the GHD setup. Honestly, the GHD setups felt like a rest, which is scary to say for 125 reps. And man, just the thing that smokes us all, the thing that absolutely just crushes us all. Thrusters, just even at 65 pounds, man, even at 45, this would be a really interesting workout. Because it's like, I don't know, maybe I messed up the strategy from the get-go. Maybe I should have done 5s on the thrusters. Because as soon as I would get to like 6 or 7, I'd be like, well, this is easy. And then after 8 or 9 or 10, I'd put the bar down and I would just be absolutely gassed. So 39.46 was my total time. And again, there definitely came a point around round 3 and 4 where I was like, oh, I could get, I honestly at one point thought, oh, I could get this done in under 30 minutes. In terms of its CrossFit workout and their time of 25 minutes, I had almost 4 full rounds done. So I mean, I had the thrusters to go, which took me a long time. So I remember being, or no, sorry. I remember being almost all the way through the push-ups of the 4th round when the 25-minute mark hit. So I mean, again, when you go back to like, what do you want to get out of a workout, or what do you need to get out of a workout today? I really wanted the volume to be, which is the work priority versus time priority thing. And I know I should do more. I guess work priority is, so this was time priority, but work priority is definitely something I should be doing more of, like 10-minute, 15-minute, 20-minute AMRAPs. I just, today, wanted to get a lot of work done and didn't necessarily want to feel like I had to sprint. Like, so I guess in that sense, the 40-minute time cap was kind of perfect because it allowed me to get the work done. It gave me some parameters to kind of gently push me, but it never was like, oh my God, if you don't change your strategy on this, this, or that, or if you don't speed up on this or blow through that, you're not going to get done. It was never that. So that's a good thing for me today on Monday. So now the clock is ticking on recovery because I can already feel my traps and shoulders getting smoky. My legs, which have already been an issue, like honestly, like right underneath my butt and at the top of my hamstrings have already been an issue. And they really started getting fired up to the point where I actually almost quit at a couple of points because I was like, dude, this is like scary bad. Like, so now it's just on me to like really make sure I'm recovering that and not just sitting on my butt. So in fact, the first thing I'm gonna do when I get home is take a hot bath, which is kind of weird. A lot of people are like, oh, take cold bath, cold showers, or put ice on it. But I wanna stay warm and keep the blood flowing for an extended period of time. So even just sitting in the car for 15 minutes on the way home is gonna stop that process or slow it down, I should say. So as soon as I get home, I wanna lay down in that bath, open everything up, get a nice, I'm gonna be chugging some salt water, obviously, but just kind of get the electrolytes in, gentle sweat, and blood flow out. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. I know I'm gonna be watching this one for some feedback from me. Doing these live streams has really helped me get myself some feedback. So I definitely encourage you guys at home, whether you can do it for 5 minutes or an entire workout or one movement or all movements, film yourself like whenever you can. Even if you're just practicing stuff, even if you're just foam rolling and stretching, like film what you're doing and just kind of look at yourself for feedback. You know, you can delete it right after that. You don't have to like keep it forever, but like one thing I already noticed the other day was my double unders. I'm like piking really bad on my double unders, like the opposite way. You should be more hollow. But I'm like really donkey kicking almost without bending my feet. So that was a weird one. I really want to see how my thrusters look today. I honestly want to see how my GHCs look too, because I can never tell if I'm going back far enough. You start to get more self-conscious, like in a good way. Like I know for my push-ups, I was kind of like drooping my neck, and then as soon as I remembered I was being filled, I kind of like lifted my head up, kind of keeping more of a neutral spine. So like it definitely kind of holds you accountable in the moment, and then after the fact you can go watch yourself. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.